let's talk about flooring. So obviously wood is popular. Wood planks that are hot are the 4, 5, and 6 inch planks. Planks today, believe it or not, come in 12-inch long planks. So, and some of them come in 36 long planks. So, which is nice because it creates that really nice flow. Whatever you're doing, if you're doing wood tile or you're doing real wood, you want to go with the length of the kitchen. You never want to cut the kitchen this way. You want to go with the length of the kitchen. For the floor, wood tiles are nice, not terribly expensive. So if you're worried about, water damage, and that's a concern, because what are the two things that can happen? Your sink can leak and your dishwasher can leak. So if that happens and you have wood, probably you're going to need to replace your whole wood floor. I mean, that's because what happens is even if it's just in a small area, then the rest of it buckles, and you're going to have to replace your whole wood floor. If you do porcelain or you do tile, or even if you do travertine, then you only have to replace that particular area. Linoleum, if you do the linoleum squares, then you'll just replace the linoleum squares. But if you do sheet linoleum, you'll probably, depending on how it is, it might buckle and have water underneath. The thing that you need to know for flooring is that all of our houses have cracks in the subfloor because of earthquake. That needs to be filled, and the floor needs to be leveled. So especially if you're doing wood floor, you can't have a floor that goes like that. The floor needs to be somehow prepped and somehow leveled so that it is straight. I do a lot of travertine, and I particularly like, and people are using it and they're liking it a lot. The Versailles pattern. So it's one, and then it's a long one, and then it's a small one, and then it repeats itself. It's, 3 or 4, and then it's a real long one. So it's 3 or 4 that create a pattern. And you can do it in slate, you can do it in porcelain tile, you can do it in travertine, you can do it in marble. The reason why I like that is it makes a galley kitchen look wider because it gives that illusion. It makes a wide kitchen sort of have interest, and it gives it more of a flow. So, that's a good way to go, and it's called a Versailles pattern.
What do you think about herringbone?
Herringbone is nice as long as it's not too busy with everything else that's going on. Because, herringbone can be a lot of movement. So you might want to be careful with doing herringbone. And, of course, there's cork. Of course, there's concrete and painted floors. Lots of people, when I do restaurants, I do a lot of painted floors where it just has a glaze on it. People like it. That's kind of cold, but, people like that kind of stuff. So it's all up to what your taste is. Just to stay on floors, for one more thing, darker floors are a much more dramatic look. But if you have dogs that shed or, things like that, then dark floors are going to show that. Absolutely.